After honoring his part of the contract, Lloyd receives the eternal gratitude of the Sand and Steel Orc tribe. Chief Akush offers him the promised 120 workers and, in a grand gesture, declares that orcs are not content with just honoring contracts. They show their gratitude. He takes a solemn oath and declares the Frontera family and his tribe blood brothers. The entire tribe erupts in cheers and bodybuilding poses, vowing to defend the Frontera family with their lives. This unexpected alliance earns Lloyd a special bonus of 100 RP, bringing his total to 611. Back at his domain, Lloyd and his new army of orcs cause, as expected, panic among the villagers. The sight of 120 muscular orcs marching through the streets is a terrifying sight, one that even the Baron and Baroness are terrified of, even though they know why Lloyd has left. In addition to the locals' reaction, Lloyd's heroic deeds in Lapellin's dungeon have spread, earning him praise and a huge 300 RP bonus. With a total of 911 RP, Lloyd is ecstatic, completely ignoring the praise and focusing solely on his newfound wealth of points. With his business in order, the Baron is in charge of selling the orcs' fitness equipment. Lloyd begins to sort through the loot from Lapellin's lab. While searching for valuable or useful items, he comes across an old spell book. He discovers a spell in it that immediately catches his attention, and with a new idea in mind, he runs back to the mine. There, he finds Tords, the con man, working hard and looking exhausted. Lloyd approaches him with good news. He reminds him of his 520-year labor sentence and tells him that the clause was a joke. Just as a glimmer of hope appears in Tords' eyes, Lloyd shows him the spell he has found, a spell that can transform a corpse into a controllable ghoul. That means, Lloyd explains with a maniacal smile, that you can work for the full 520 years. Upon hearing this good news, Tords breaks down, smiling and crying in despair. With all these plans in motion, Lloyd returns to the mansion to talk to the Baron, but learns from a maid that he is in the reception room with guests, the Lone Sharks Meatloaf and Shiloh. With a demonic expression, Lloyd walks towards them. The Lone Sharks, much more cautious now, make the Baron a special offer. They allow him to pay 10% of the principal debt in exchange for the property rights to the coal mine. While the Baron hesitates, Lloyd enters the room with an angelic smile. When the Lone Sharks, ready for a confrontation, show him a formal invitation, Lloyd surprises them with his exaggerated politeness. He makes them a counteroffer. The Frontera family will start paying the debt in installments, and in return, they will reduce the interest. When Meatloaf arrogantly refuses, Lloyd's smile disappears. So you guys are allowed to make crappy offers, but I'm not? That's kind of annoying. Just then, Arash, who is lurking, enters the room. Who dares to upset my brother Frontera? Seeing the giant orc, the Lone Sharks freeze in fear. Arash, with a menacing look, warns them that anyone who causes trouble for the Frontera family will be destroyed by the Sand and Steel tribe. With Arash like a mountain of moss behind him, Lloyd renews the offer, asking them what they think now. If you refuse, you might hurt my feelings, he says with a broad smile, and Arash immediately adds, if you hurt his feelings, I'll tear you to pieces. Terrified, the two Lone Sharks flee the mansion screaming. With the Lone Shark problem temporarily resolved and the contract amended, Lloyd presents the Baron with a bright future. The Ondal business is expanding, the coal mine is operating, and the debts will soon be paid off. He hands his father the new contract, but then reveals a major new problem. The orcs, their new workforce, eat 10 times more than a normal human. The costs of feeding them are astronomical, and if they don't find a solution, they may find themselves in even greater debt. The chapter ends with the Baron realizing with horror that although they have won a battle, the financial war is far from over, and their new alliance comes at a huge price.